Welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, so almost the end of the year, 2022 is coming up very soon. Okay, now we're back in the same position that we were this time last year in terms of COVID-19. There's a new strain coming out. This thing mutates and it will continue to mutate, and this is the future potentially for God knows how long. We could be like this for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, who knows, okay? Nobody knows. But this thing keeps mutating, okay? And we're in the same position that we were this time last year, okay? Things are starting to get locked down. There's new restrictions in place. There's at least 4 or 5 countries that I'm aware of that is not accepting visitors from the UK. Obviously, I'm back in Scotland at the moment for the time being. I'm heading off again actually in 19 days. But anyway, hopefully I can still leave the country. Hopefully I can still leave the country. But yeah, so we're back in the same position that we were this time last year. We're no further forward. I'm double vaccinated. But yeah, if I go to certain countries, I still need to get a PCR test before I go. And when I come back, even if I'm double vaccinated, I need to isolate for 10 days in Scotland and take a 2-day and 8-day test as well. So why am I saying all of this? Well, a lot of you guys are being told to work from home, okay, and there's some employers that won't allow their staff to work from home because it's just not practical or possible. And so potentially if them businesses are getting shut down again, you might find yourself furloughed or even unemployed, okay, which brings me on to the main point of this video. So the main point of this video is you need to wake up, okay? You need to wake up, you need to understand and have the awareness that you need to find a different way to make money, okay? Online. That's the future. The future is online money. Now, I'm not just saying the stock market. There's other areas, other businesses that you can go into. So I'm not just trying to say trade the stock market, all right? Because there is other businesses out there that you can start. But obviously that's what I do, so that's what I'm going to speak about. But, you know, if you didn't take any action this time last year, you know, you need to start thinking about your future, because during last year's lockdown, if you didn't find a new skill, you know, and you were furloughed for all of them months, you've completely wasted all that time, haven't you? So do yourself a favour and learn a new skill. Now, as I said, you know, obviously I'd try the stock market, so that's what I'm speaking about, but that's not what I'm pushing. What I'm pushing is learn a new skill. It doesn't matter what it is, you know, it doesn't matter what it is, just learn a new skill, okay? That's what you need to do, is to learn a new skill. And if you want to go a step further, you can actually make a living out of it. So this is the future, you know, this is the future. This disease has been rampant now for almost 2 years, and it's not getting any better, is it? Even with all the vaccinations, now we're having to get boosters. You know, it could get to the stage where you need to get a booster every 6 months. So nothing's changed. We're not really, in terms of progress that we've made, the only progress that we've made is that they've brought out a vaccine, multiple different vaccines that you can take to protect you. Whether you believe that or not, obviously it's an individual. It's an individual's right to have their own view in saying that. I have a view on it and I have a say in it, which is personal, and it will remain so. I am double vaccinated, but there was a reason that I got double vaccinated that I'm not going to go into. But anyway, but at the same token, I'm kind of glad that I am, because the country that I'm going to go to will not accept anybody if they're not double vaccinated. So although I didn't do it for myself, I'm actually benefiting from it. But this is the way forward. We could be in the same position again this time next year. We could be in the exact same position this time next year. It could even get worse. I mean, we just don't know. So what you need to do is you need to start planning your future. And it doesn't matter if you're 18 years old or 58. It doesn't matter what your age is. It really doesn't. But you need to start thinking about your future. You need to start thinking about a different way to make money. Okay? You need to find a way to become educated in something. You need to find a way of becoming educated in something where you can make a living out of it. Because, as I said, we could be in the exact same position this time next year. So if you didn't do anything in the last year, you know, don't find yourself in the same position again this time next year, where you're saying to yourself, oh, I wish I'd have done X, Y, and Z this time last year when I had the opportunity. Because that's a whole year wasted. So don't be in the position where you turn around and you're beating yourself up because you didn't take action when you should have. Yeah, it's never too late. It's never too late to take action. So this is what you need to do. You need to wake up, guys. You need to wake up and realise that safe money is online. It doesn't matter what restrictions are brought into place. You know, I'm staying somewhere for a few weeks and then I'm heading off. But if I was locked down here, I could continue to work from here. You know, I've got me iPad, I've got my laptop, I've got my iPhone, got my camera. I can continue to work. I can trade the stock market 5 days a week. Now the stock market is not going to shut down. That's never going to happen. It shuts down at the weekends and for holidays, but it's not going to shut down. So therefore, my workplace will always be opened unless there's a holiday or it's the weekend. So you can see where this is going. I'm not restricted. Even if I got locked down in this house for 6 months. I can still work, I can still make money. Which is very important, and the psychological aspect of that is important as well, because I know that I'm not restricted. So you guys need to think about your future if you haven't already done so, if you've not taken action. And as I said, yes, I'm talking about the stock market because that's what I do, but if you're watching this and you have no interest in the stock market, learn a different skill. Just do something, because I'm telling you, we could be in the exact same position this time next year. So what message am I putting out here today? Is don't waste any more time. Learn a new skill and think about your future.